This week I made a small drawing board. Hi everyone, welcome back to the City Aperture channel. My name is Jose. I go by City Aperture. And I got a new project for you guys this week. I have a niece who is studying art and she draws a lot, so I wanted to make her something so that she could draw better, because I saw she was just grabbing a sheet of paper and she would just draw on top of any surface, and that sort of offends my delicate architect sensibilities. So, we draw a lot on this kind of surface. This is I'll show you, it's green on one side, white on the other. This is a vinyl surface to draw on top of. Right, but you can't just draw right on top of this, so I wanted to make a board for her to draw on. If you look back at some of the videos I've done, you'll see I have sort of a small drawing board that I use to sketch on or whatnot. So I wanted to make her something similar, so I made her a small drawing board. She mostly draws in 9x11, so we're going to attach this vinyl board into here a little bit later. But the board itself is done. I got a little bit of color just to spice it up for her. But let me show you how I made it.
The first step was to cut everything, or to cut the piece of wood to the size of the vinyl I already had. So that's what I'm doing here at the table saw. I just took a piece of plywood, measured it based on the vinyl piece, which is slightly bigger than 9x11, and I just cut it to size. Then I wanted to make a little frame for it, so this is me here mitering the frame all the way around, just going back and forth measuring to make sure the frame lined up as best as possible. I still didn't get it 100%. I had to fill some of the corners, but I got it pretty close. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't make any mistakes. I messed a couple of pieces up, but luckily I had plenty of the 1x to cut back and forth. So I just went back and forth, kept trying. I sanded some of the pieces when I cut them a little long. I figured cut them a little long and then make them fit. And then here I'm cutting the back stand piece. Just setting the table saw at an angle so that both angles on the same side match. I had to change slides because it wasn't adjusting. And then just one side, flip it over, do the other side. And here you can see I have the back piece there that will flip open. After that, it was just time to paint. I used this blue paint I had left over from another project that I had done, which you guys will see later on. Actually, that project is going to come out after this one. But I had this blue paint and purple paint, so I figured let me just add a little color to everything. And I went through and painted all the pieces. First the back, and then here you're going to see me painting the frame itself. I paint it before I put it together so that I wouldn't have to worry as much about getting paint on each other's pieces, on each of the pieces for one or the other. So I just did a quick paint. I knew I would have to touch up after I glued it and nailed it in place. So I had plenty of this paint left over, so I just thought, paint it first, put it all together, then we'll worry about touching it up. With everything painted, it was time to put it together. So here you're going to see I put some glue on the edges. I attached the corners. I was using the vinyl just to offset it so that the vinyl itself would sit in a little bit as I would attach the frame. Once I put the glue on, I would nail the sides in and do the same thing on all four sides. Once I had all four sides in, I decided I would clamp it as well, just to be sure. Here you see me using the hammer. I kept testing back and forth. I also used the corner clip just to hold them together, and again I just put a couple of pin nails just to hold it in place. The glue is really doing all the work, but I wanted to cut a couple of nails just to hold it all in place until the glue dried, really. And here you've seen a quick time lapse of the whole process. And then the bar clamps. Next, I wanted to attach the stand on the back so she could hold it at an angle. I had some small hinges that I'd gotten from a estate sale here. This things date quite a bit back. I mean, they're pretty old, but yeah, I just wanted to attach them here. I'm going to attach them to both sides. I pre-drilled and I started screwing them. It was hard because of my big hands, but eventually the screw went in. And then I had to stand up the the stand itself and attach through that one with a couple of shorter screws that I got at the hardware store. And then here is the final piece, just standing at an angle there. You can lay flat if you want it to. This is all without the vinyl put on, but there you can see the stand. We attached the vinyl later on. I didn't have the tape at the time. It's a very quick project. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make it. Anybody can do this, so yeah.
So there you guys go. That is how I made this small drawing board for my niece. Hopefully she likes it. I think she can. It's easy to carry with you, so she'll be able to draw a little better. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like the video, follow the channel, all that stuff. And I'll be back next week with some more projects for you guys. Take it easy. If you guys like this project, then maybe you'll enjoy the podcast that I do with my two colleagues, Claudia and Ray. We discuss purpose-driven design, making, and manufacturing. We talk about architecture. We talk about all sorts of making. We have a project of the week. So yeah, please check it out. Again, it's called The Made Podcast. Thanks so much.